Good evening. How are we, guys? I'm sorry about yesterday's upload. It was really late, and I'm adamant I'm going to do the daily uploads. But I had an issue with copyright on an app where it said all the music was copyright free and free use, and then when I actually uploaded it to YouTube, it found that the song that I used was copyright. So I had to then go back, use YouTube replace music. I don't know how that works. Anyway, it's annoying because I took a long time editing that video yesterday. It is taking me a lot longer to edit videos because I am trying to edit them a bit better than I was. Just trying to make it a bit more enjoyable to watch. So today we're doing quite a few jobs. We're going to see how many jobs we can do in a day. We've got a central heating pump by looks of things. We've also got some taps to do. We might have that radiator to do. We've also got an emergency, no hot water, or possibly no water at all. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. We've got loads of jobs to do today. We're going to try and just get on top of it, do as many as we can. So let's go. Right, so basin taps. We're going to need a deep socket set, which is here. And obviously the tool bag. Let's go. Okay, well there is our horrible old tap, which has seen better days. There is our new one. Don't worry, that fan will turn itself off in a minute. And there's our isolations there. It's already got a couple of irons. Lovely. First off, flat-headed screwdriver. And we're going to try to turn these off. One. And the other one's at an awkward angle. Two. Okay. So that's those two off. Right. You've got to get up to these here. So I'm going to get my socket set up there. Get in onto them nuts. And then just start undoing them. This is one side. Oh, come on. Get onto it. And there's the other side. So once that's over, we should be able to just roll them off with our fingers. Well, we can on one side. And there's the other there. Okay. Okay, now I need to disconnect these, which I'm hoping should just need a spanner. So there's one side off, like that. There we go. Undo those. Come on, there we go. And now this side should be able to lift these off. There we go. So that's our old tap off. Lovely. So I'm just going to try to tidy this up. Got my old towel. Just try and clean that hole up a bit. So I'm just assembling the new tap. Now with these flexi hoses here, that's it, hand tight. Well, I see a lot of people getting grips on these or a spanner. You just don't need to do it. Hand tight, absolutely fine. Right, let's just pop this one through. So one at a time. And there we go. Right, so I've got to tighten up everything underneath, but what I want to do is make sure that this stays centralised. So, sort of one hand here, and then with the other hand, I'm going to put these on, as well as our back plate. There we go. There we go. Now we also have this waste to replace, which shouldn't be too bad. So, first off, we need to disconnect the P-trap under here. Just take this one off. Now this is a height adjustable, so what we can do is wind this one off, like that. Undo this one slightly, and that should push down and out of the way. There we go. Let's get a good hold on there, and this thing smashed off, so made my life easy, didn't it? Right, so, okay, that's pretty loose as well. So we're just gonna twist and push, and then we'll pop that. And there's our old one. This one's not too bad, but all I'm gonna do is use a standing knife just to scrape off the excess silicone there. Like that. There we go. Whilst we can get up under and just cut round. Here's our new one. Super important that you keep this seal on the top here. You see, you got the overflow holes, and you see you got the overflow hole there. So we've got to make sure that that lines up and doesn't twist. Get it centralised, and then underneath I'm going to use a bit of silicone. So before I put on these, I'm going to use a bit of OB1, which is a bit thicker than normal silicone, so it's a bit better for stuff like this. Now what I'm going to do is start squeezing and twist as I squeeze, and that will just get me a nice little bead around the edge. Like that. Then this one here. Okay, there we go. Come on, where are you? Don't need to be stupidly tight. Okay, so we're going to reach up and feel which one's left, which one's right. Start from the very top. And then we can put these, for fuck, why is that not long enough? It seems like every time it's going swimmingly, something just has to go in my face. Right, so long-tailed, long-stemmed radiator tails, straight in the top of a compression fitting, which I'm going to put these isolations on. So you've got your flat face, somewhere to put on those. Lovely job. So, she does my head in. Yeah, it does my head in. I hate plumbing. I don't have the same olives, so I've got to try and pin these olives off. Is that going to fit in there? Just about. Right, so they're done. I've had enough of this one already. That one on there. Like that. Come on, nice and tight. There you go. Pop that one up and then lock that in. Right. Come on, it's going to leak. So fill that right up. Usually you see pretty quick on these if they're leaking. Right, now I'm going to check all of those tails that I put in earlier. And the valves. All looks good. Right, I've got another one to do exactly the same now. Okay, that is that one done. This one was a lot easier because we didn't have to alter anything up there. Okay, right, next job. I've just done all the boring bit, like the bill and everything else, so our next job. Okay. Well, let's go to the merchant first. We're going to have a look at if they've got the radiator in stock. If they've got it in stock, I'm actually going to do that job first. I mean, I should do it last because obviously it's near my house, but the one with the pump, they called me afterwards, so like they're second in line, if you know what I mean. So I try and prioritise people as they come in. And I've already said, look, I'll come to you once I've finished the rest of my day. So they're happy for me to work a little bit later if needs be, but as long as we can try and get it done today, we should be on to a winner. Right, so seize pump, don't think we've ever done that on the channel. Replacing a heating pump, not a heat pump, I want to say heat pump, but she was like, that last customer was like, oh, where are you off to now? I was like, oh, just to do a heat pump. And she's like, oh, do you do air source? No. Right. Too many things that sound similar in this trade. Right. Now then. Let's see how that sounds. Right, let's go. Something else I forgot, which was new tyres on the van. So I just ordered them, 2 new front tyres because they're a bit bold, Back one's fine. And also the wheel alignment needs doing on it, so we're gonna look after it, baby. Could I get a 600 single panel? Do you have one of those in stock? If not, can I have one on order, please? Yeah, got our radiator. There we go. Right, so tyres booked in. Tracking's booked in to get done, well, wheel alignment, and also the van has got to go back up to the guy that fitted the engine because we got a little oil leak, which I still my fucking head in. 260 quid for 2 new front tyres, but I'm not gonna go all the way to Norwich without getting the tyres done, because if I get pulled, you know what I mean. So they literally booked in for tomorrow morning. They give me a coffee. It's a latte. It's a free latte. So we'll give it a little review. Do you know what? From a machine, it's pretty banging. We're giving it a 4 out of 10. It's not as good as a McDonald's Arabica bean coffee. So I don't know if it's Kenko or what. Sorry, you're not quite as good as McDonald's. Right, we're here. Don't need them. Put them to one side. She's in. Radiator's in. So grab my tool bag and let's get it fit. So there's our new one. Here's our old one. So you can see where it's leaking. Says a bit of water there. That's actually leaking from here. So it's not from the valve, it's not, it can't be fixed. It's an actual hole in the radiator. So first thing we need to do is get it turned off. Now, luckily, these are lock shut valves. So we've got one there and one here. Turn those clockwise all the way off. Hang on a minute. I'll say that my key ring here has the right bits on it, so it should be. There we go. That one there. There we go. The perfect key ring. Okay, so let's throw some towels down to make sure that we don't get any water anywhere. I love my little little towels. Click the Viva points, you get a free towel. Right, I'll put my tray underneath. Then all I'm going to do is crack the nut. Like that. So once we've wound this all the way out, we've got somewhere for the water to go. So I'll just pop that off like that. And then if we go up to the top end, we can just open up the bleed. So you can hear now it's drawing air in, which is allowing this to run a bit quicker. So we just let that run. Hopefully, shouldn't be too much in these, because it's only over 600. 600, it's a thin panel, single panel, so there's not usually that much in them. Okay, so we're slowing right down now. Should just be a little trickle left, as you can see. Not a massive amount of water in there. Okay, so all I'm going to do is just lift it off its brackets, and then we're just going to put a plumb thumb on it, so that'll just stop the water dripping. Oh, got to make sure we don't cross thread these, because they're only plastic threads, so you've got to be a bit gentle starting them off. And now look, that just stops it dripping. So, let me take it off the other side. Like that. And then I can put the plumb thumb over on the other side. So now when I'm carrying it through the customer's property, you can have no drips going anywhere. Here there's still a bit of water in there. But that's that. Let's take this water here. I'm going to tip it away. Now I want to tip it down the basin, not the toilet. Because if you've got some of that black sediment, it will hang about in a toilet whilst with the basin. We can just rinse the basin out like that. Job done. And there's the hole. Somewhere. I wonder where the actual hole is. You'd think it'd be right in the middle of there, wouldn't you?
But it seemed to pour from the top down.
Could be a bit, yeah, strange. A bit of money, we're going to reuse the radiator towels. So I've cleaned all them off. We're just going to liquid PTFE them up. Come on Sam, get your props ready. So I'm going to use this gel type. I'm really liking this at the minute. Like non-drip, less mass. Get it in, that's what we want. And also you can like put it on the threads inside as well, nice. It's easy to, nice little nozzle. These are good, I like them. Just put them in there. There's my spatter. But if you notice one thing, where's the nuts and olives gone? Well, they're here, and they've literally fell off. See if they've been over tightened, maybe. Maybe not tightened up enough, and they fell off. Both sides just literally fell off. Not good. So obviously we need some new olives. Right, bit of tissue paper. Give that all a wipe off. Still made a mess of this because I use far too much. I know I do, but stuff it. Rather have too much, not enough. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, get it all on the bloody floor as well, so at least it's not carpet, eh? Right. Okay. That's the whole point of the non-drip formula, to stop this getting everywhere, but it's me, it's my fault. So she's had another one, do the same thing. We'll try and save the others and obviously secure this one by putting an inhibitor in. So, I mean, looking at the colour of the water, it weren't too bad, but when I took it outside, just to empty the last little bit, there was quite a lot of black and discoloration and nastiness. So, alright, let's put that to one side and we'll get the brackets done. Right, so we're just about ready to do the brackets. I've taken the old ones off, as you can see. So, got to decide if you want them further away from the wall or closer. Well, we're dictated by the old one, so it's closer. So we're going to put the little jumpers, what do I call them these? Anti-vibration clips. There we go. Tell me what they're called in the comments, would you? So we're just going to slide that on. It ain't going to move. It's going to be nice and well on there. And all we're going to do is get a tape measure, which is here. I'll leave a measure from the top of the bracket to the centre of here. And we can measure from the bottom of the bracket to the centre of here. So we'll do the top on this one. A lot of people do it to the bottom. 44 mil. So 44 mil. So I get my 44 mil. We measured from the centre of this bracket. So the centre of this valve here, where the pipe goes in. 44 mil. Mark on there. So what I can do is just pin a level and put a line across there. So that's going to be at the top of our bracket. There. Now we need to find the centres, which is super easy, because all we're going to do is just offer this radiator up like this, and make sure it's centralised. So that way, goes on there, just a little bit there, and now we can look down it and we can see, well, there's the centre of our bracket there, and there's the centre of our bracket there. So now we've got 2 lines to go down and a height. Should be that level and run a line down. There we go. Right. So now you can put a bracket top to top and then line it up with that one there. Okay, so put the old nuts on with new olives. So all of our brackets are done. Let's try and get this in. So this is always the funnest bit of the job, I'm sure. Come on. There we go. Oh, right. We're there. We'll have to wrestle with it, but... Whew. Okay. Tighten these on. Like that. Like that. Come on. All the way. Make sure it's fully engaged. So the outward cover, it doesn't go on because of that handrail there, so you can see it's right in the bloody way. Okay, old one didn't have one on. I did say to her, because sometimes with these tiled ones, if the bracket is further back than the tile, so say there's a tile missing, these don't go on anyway. So yeah, that's how it's going to be, same as the old one. Right, so before we put these caps in, we've got the funnel. And we're going to put some inhibitor in. This is just cheap inhibitor, Scale Master corrosion inhibitor. So pop that in. That should run in lovely because we got the other end open. I say that as I spill it everywhere. Right. Oh, the next professional plumber on YouTube. Oh, look at him. That's why I got towels, look. See? Towels. And don't worry about that. Towels, okay? The best. Really, I'm actually the best, okay? Don't tell the others. Right, just get a cap in. Like that. Apparently there's a new spanner that's come out where it does that. The nut in there and tightening on like a normal sort of like 15mm nut as well. And I thought, oh, they look quite good. I might get one just for the bag. It's been a while since I got a new tool. All right, that's on. Now we can open up these, which, oh dear. Come on, Sam, you know you got that. Right, get that open. That's that side open, this side easy, because you just do that, like that. Okay, last bit, let's get it filled up. And it's filling up okay actually. Gravity fed system. We'll give it all a good wipe over it. Yup, there we go. We're done. Well, you see it's firing up.
Yeah.
There we go, just like that cycle. Oh, it's a glorious day again. Right, the one thing I've noticed and the one thing I don't like is that the cap is rather yellow, and with a brand new radiator it looks even worse. So I've got some new, where are they? Ha ha ha. Got these caps from Direct Plumber Supplies. So what they are universal. So they've got a piece of rubber inside them. Let's go see if they fit. See if they really are universal. See how yellow that one is compared to our new white one. So the idea is we pop that out. Does that come out? It must do. That goes on there. Oh, lovely. And that slides in there. Is that right? There we go. Looks way better. Right, I'm happy with that. Right, that's hot now. So that means that this pump's on. It's cycled about. Inhibitors in the system. Lovely. Right, well, a bit of a pain in the arse because the card reader that I use, the card machine, is out of battery. Good news is my house is, wait for this, here. So I'm just going to pull in and charge up the card reader. And worth going out and doing any other jobs if the card reader's not working, is it? So we're just going to put that on charge and have a cup of tea. I might even do some editing whilst it's charging. And then we'll go have a look at this pump, which, to be honest with you, I don't think I'm going to end up doing because it sounds as though it's on the boiler. Okay, we are recharged. So, done the card reader. It doesn't take long to charge up, to be fair. I've done a little bit of editing of this morning's job, the tap one, or taps, should I say. That's how far I've got with the editing. I don't know if you guys like the new editing style. It's just a little bit quicker on the actual jobs. I'm still going to waffle and talk a load of crap and waste a load of time. My time, your time, everyone's time, just talking shit. But, right, we're going over to... Don't say the address, Sam. What are you on about? You've never done that. What's wrong with me? Okay, right, we're going over to the next job, the pump job. Go get that one done. Or not done. They said to me, it's a little pump that goes in a boiler, and it ain't what I'm thinking, so we're going to go there and we're going to probably tell them, no, we can't do the job. And then the other, like, emergency one where they said no water, they've not been in touch. Now, I feel like they would have been in touch this morning if they did want me to definitely do it. They don't know. So I'll give them a call afterwards, just make sure they're all okay. So, do I want something to eat as well? Better get another salad once we've done this one. Salad. I don't know. Can I be skinny by the end of the week? When will I know? Oh dear. When I was younger, I used to shift weight really, really quick. But then again, I was very athletic when I was younger. Now, I don't think I could jog to the end of the road. I think I'd have a heart attack. Right, shut up, Sam. Just do some work, please. Oh, we're just here for the plumbing, not you. No, stuff you. I'll tell you what, we're going to talk about something completely non-plumbing related. Right, Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua. It looks like it's on. It looks like it's happening. Whilst I was doing that second tap, I was watching a video about it. Who do you think's going to win? Me, personally, Tyson Fury. Okay? He had a good showing against Usyk. I thought he did well. I thought he put up a good fight. First one, I think, was actually a close fight. Second, yeah, Usyk won it by a couple of rounds, easy. So, but he didn't get, I don't know, because he did get rocked in the first match against Usyk. But look, that aside, Usyk is a fantastic opponent. Now, Anthony Joshua, on the other hand, got dominated by Usyk, got absolutely smashed up by Daniel Dubois, got beat up by a little fat Mexican, whereas Fury, I don't know, because I would count Ngannou as a loss, right? He was that bad, yeah? And then you look at where they fought the same opponents, Wallin, Anthony Joshua smashed him up, Tyson Fury struggled. Ngannou, Anthony Joshua smashed him up, Tyson Fury struggled. Who else they fought? Deontay Wilder. But then Deontay Wilder was... Did he fight him? Has he fought Deontay Wilder? No, he hadn't. He hadn't. Joseph Parker did, didn't he? Joseph Parker fought him and Zhilei Zhang fought him. But, look, so you go by opponents that they fought, Anthony Joshua smashed him up. So, does that styles make fights? Look, my money is always going to be on the big fat gypsy bastard, because I just think he's got more heart, he's got more determination. You get to later rounds, he ain't going to be as gassed out. He's still got it in the bank. He's got the boxing IQ. Is he a bigger puncher than Joshua? No. But can he take a hit? Yes. So my money is on Tyson Fury. Argue with me in the comments. I thought that'd be a fun one for you. Okay, well, it is just a circulating pump, and it is just in the airing cupboard, so we can do this, not a problem. Can I be asked to do this? Did I want it to be in the boiler? Maybe. Oh, thank God, these. That one's turning nice. Lovely. Get both sides isolated. Right, that's off, that's off. Right, okay, great. Test there. There we go. Lovely jubbly. Right, that's that out. In fact, we can put it in there. So, oh, bloody packaging. Right. It's been a while since I've done a pump. A pump. Pump it up. So it says on there, neutral of live. Right. You get, push the wire through there and then connect it up. Right. Give them the tug test, tug. Oh, dead arm. It shows up like that. Tighten that on Lovely, that's that bit done. Ain't got to worry about that. Right, the fun bit. Right. Towels. Let's get some towels around there. Okay. What way is this going? So arrow that way, arrow that way. So right into right way round. Remember that, Sam. That can go. Right. Get these big bastards on there, okay. Oh, no, it's that way, that way. Is it that way? Come on, Sam, you gone mental. What way are you going? You're going that way. Is it? Why does that feel like it's too big? It does. It is too big. Why is that too big? It's a 52mm spanner. It's nice on that one, but it's done on that one. Oh god, that's so tight. Corsair. It's been in since 1970. That's fucking why. Okay. One side off. One side off there. Lovely. Nope. Down under. There we go. Ah, okay. Yes, nice one. Nice one. Nice one, Sam. You're the best. Sweet. Let's wrap that up in a bit of towel. Get rid of that. Ugh. Oh, rubbers. That's why it was nice. 1, 2. Take that one off. And take that one off. Let's get a nice smooth surface. Oh, lovely. Oh, how do these go on? Is that way? Is it that way? Is it that way? It's that way. That way. Oh, that's beautiful. Right. New rubbers. New pump. One rubber there. Get out of the way. Like that. Square it up. Oh, come on, go on, please. Go on, please. Do it. There we go. Puts one on. Lift that. Put that one in. And drop that one down. Oh, yes. Oh, we're off. Tighten that on. Tighten that on. Oh, right. That one there. Woo. Okay, let's get this bad boy opened up. There we go, right, that one. Come on, come on. Oh, okay, come on, keep going, keep going. Oh yes, a tool that fits. A tool that only bloody fits. There we go, that one's open. That one's open. Yes, nice. Right, let's see if we got any air. Yep, a little bit of air, a little bit of air. Right. This one, this one. Are you in? Are you in? Are you in? I feel like that's got to click over somewhere, but yes it does. There we go. Oh, it's a thing of beauty, that. Alright, let's get it all back on. Is it going to still show up as a fault code? I don't know. Oh! We've only got movement. We got movement there, definitely. Certainly sounds like there's a lot of air in the system. I think we go bleeding. Right, we're on, we got power. It's looking good. Right, I think that's it, mate. Right, so one of the few fault codes that you can deal with as a plumber, not a gas engineer. So, glowworm F23. Pump or airlock. So, we did fire it up and fault code come back on again after 2-3 minutes. Click the reset button, stayed on for about 10 minutes. Code came back up. So checking the temperature of the pipes, everything else, just by touch and feel, and basically there was just a hell of a lot of air in it. I've gone round, I've done a load of bleeding, and all good. Pump has stayed on, boiler has stayed on, no fault codes. I've been there for about, I don't know, I was chatting away, so 3/4 of an hour, nearly an hour. Yeah, looking at the time, yeah, an hour. I've been there for an hour, just literally making sure nothing turns back off. It's 2:30, I still haven't eaten, I am starving. Anyway, so I'm done. And I've taken the pump apart. Do you want to have a quick look? Have a quick look. So there is the pump, and they said it was loud. Can you hear it rocking? So basically, something in the bearing is making it very noisy as it spins. Anyway, there we go. Right, that is everything in the diary for today. Now tomorrow, with obviously getting the tyres done and everything, it's going to be a bit of obviously a shorter video because we're working a shorter day. And then Friday, I'm going and getting the van fixed. So nothing Friday. So if I do get a call out, what shall I do? Shall I add it into this video, or shall I? In fact, right, if I go out to that woman, that call out, which I don't know at this point, I feel like she would have spoke to me by now. I'll put it in tomorrow's, because tomorrow needs to be a bit longer of a vlog. Whereas this, I think we've got enough. We got enough footage, enough jobs, so I'm happy. Right, see you on the next one. Subscribe, like, share, comment, join the membership, do everything, because it means so much. It doesn't mean anything, to be honest with you. I just do this for a bit of fun. Right. Right, so I've pretty much edited this video, to be fair. Code word crew. Pump it up. Pump it up. Pump it up. Look, I'm not great anymore at code. Look, the last one was fucking melon or watermelon or something stupid. At least this one's easier. Pump it up. Pump it up. Right. I want to go through this again because I'm sure there's a few seconds here and a few seconds there that I can cut out, which will make it a better video, a bit more watchable. Although I feel like the only bit of this video that was a bit too static was the pump. Now, I'm working in a bloody airing cupboard. There's only so many angles I can get where I feel like I probably should have put the camera in a different place every now and again, just so that, because look, let me show you. Right, so when I'm going through the video, look, change. Look how many times I change the camera angle. It makes it more engaging, it makes it more interesting. That's why I'm glad I've got a proper tripod and I'm actually doing real YouTuber stuff now rather than winging it. So you know what I mean. Anyway, you get all the way. Let me go. Come on, me waffling. You talking absolute crap. Right, the pump. Camera's in the same place. Now all I've done is just zoom in and out, because that is as much as I can do, and I feel like it's a bit boring. I don't know what to do. You see, see where it changes and I'm not holding it in my hand and then blah, blah, blah. Like, that is so much better, but I feel like there's, a few minutes of just the camera in one position. And I feel like it's a bit boring. But is that my stupid TikTok brain where I go, oh, you have to change the camera angle every few seconds, otherwise people aren't going to watch? I don't know. Also, the waffling here, right? I could probably cut some of this out. Yeah? I could probably do with cutting out some of the waffling. But overall, guys, what do you think to the new style of content? I think it's better. I am adding in these like little transitions and stuff just so look, see this thing here? Can you see where my mouse is? That's a transition to watch. Sorry, you're not quite as good as McDonald's. We're here. Whoa, a little flip on that one. But I'm just trying to make it so it's a bit more, I don't know, bit more appealing on the eye. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let me run through this for a fourth time. It's only like, you think, oh, it looks like a lot of work. This is taking me, I'm not legit, like, how long is the video? The video is 45 minutes. So let's say I've cut out 10 minutes of footage. So it takes me about an hour to just trim it. Then I'll put over a filter, right? So what I do, look, is you'll see the contrast. If I do the contrast, look, whoa, shit, looks a bit more like rich. Yeah? The colours look a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where that's gone to. Let's do that to the end of the video because that actually looked quite good. Yeah, we like that. Right. Makes the colours pop, doesn't it? Right, it's pretty easy editing. If there's one of you that really wants to learn about editing, DM me on Instagram, because I am more than happy to walk people through this, because I think, do you know what, right? I'm not going to sit here and big myself up. I'm the most average plumber, right? What I do in a day is what most plumbers do every single day of their life, right? But there's money to be made by doing this sort of crap, which takes an hour, right? After a while, after you get used to like how to do this, it takes about an hour. So an hour of your day, and you make AdSense out of the revenue on YouTube. Or if you're going to throw it up on TikTok, you're going to make money out of the RPM. Look, basically, it's extra income. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys. It is a bit of extra revenue for me. it does help out. It means I can go on holiday with the kids, or I can just afford a little bit of luxury in life. And I know I've only just started doing YouTube, so I'm not going to talk as if I've got a massive YouTube channel and I'm making loads and loads of money, because I ain't. But what, £400 a month? Between £400 and £800 a month. It's a nice little bonus, and it's money for old rope. It's money for me not really having to do a lot of effort. This doesn't take a lot of effort. It don't. If anyone sat there telling you that they sit there editing for hours and hours, I've pretty much proved that you can do videos daily. There's no reason you can't. But I suppose if you're a bit older and you're not as tech savvy, I suppose, I don't know. I feel like that's so intuitive, the editing, that I can literally do it in about an hour and a half. It's the majority of what it takes to like make videos is actually uploading them, because uploading that video takes longer than it does to edit the video. So actually to like upload it onto YouTube can take, I reckon it's about 3/4 of an hour. So hour editing, hour uploading, then you've got to do all your captions and stuff. But all I do is just copy and paste. Yeah, copy and paste, and then change the word in a little bit. And then your thumbnail, just screenshot one of the clips from the video and put a cutout of yourself like that. It's easy stuff, guys. And honestly, I think if you're young enough, right, if you're under the age of 30, right, you should be just doing this as part of your business, because it's good advertising. You're making extra money, and I encourage everyone to do it. I think there's room for another 150 plumbers to be making content on social media. So get and do it. Honestly, it's worth doing. In fact, I'll tell you what, take my videos. You got use of them. Yeah, you can use my videos. Not a problem. I'll give you permission to use my videos. Cut them up, put them in this format, right? Throw them up on TikTok, throw them up on Instagram. Set up Professor Plum accounts, do whatever, earn some money yourself. I'm literally giving it to you because I don't use TikTok, I don't use Instagram really. So take my content, cut up little clips, start banging it out, get some followers, get some money. I don't care, I'll give you permission, do what you want.